Hey everyone, it's Amelia. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at basically what is next on your journey for you and diving into what is next, what you need to know, any advice Spirit might have for you, basically anything like that. So getting straight into it, we have 3 piles to choose from. So you have pile number 1 with the rose quartz right here, pile number 2, and this is with the shaman quartz. This is also a new stone. I picked it up today, and then I also picked up this one today too. This is the moonstone. So these are your 3 piles, so go ahead and choose your piles and we will get right into it. Give yourself time to just really meditate on the piles and keep in mind that there may be multiple messages within these piles. So if you feel drawn to more than one, that is okay. Feel free to choose more than one. And if you pick one and it doesn't resonate with you, it might just not be your pile. So go ahead and choose another one, or it just might not be your reading today. It might be necessary for someone else to see this. But yeah, let's get into it. So I will see you guys over on your piles that you've chosen. Hi, pile number 1. So if you chose the rose quartz, and this is going to be your reading for what is next on your journey. So I'm just going to put this up here for now, and then we'll get right into this reading. So let's start off with some tarot cards just to get into the reading for you. So when I was premeditating on your energy, pile number 1, I kept getting the message resonance of truth, and I kept being shown the sunlight, essentially sunlight and clarity. So I'm really feeling that for your pile there is going to be this aspect of truth that's being brought to your life, but it's coming from internal shifts you've been having within you. It's almost like your heart is leading the way, especially if you chose the rose quartz. The rose quartz is the stone of love, self-clarity, self-awareness. So it almost feels like there's this energy of light being presented to you and clarity being brought forward to you. And it's an internal shift you're making that's guiding you forward in the 3D world, in the 3D reality, and helping you to create changes that are necessary, I want to say. Necessary changes that will guide you on your path forward. All right, so pile 1, please. Ooh, 6 of coins. I like that. Pile 1, please. Well, let's get 6 cards. Okay, I'm just going to pick the cards before I ask if this one will be upright or reverse. That's definitely reverse. All right, pile 1. Upright or reverse with the King of Cups? Upright. Upright or reverse with the Moon. This one feels torn, so that's showing me that the clarity's coming because the Moon's all about hidden emotions. 5 of Cups in reverse with Death upright. And then bottom deck energy, we have the King of Swords, but I feel like that's supposed to be upright. Perfect. Okay. Let me just tap into this energy really quickly, pile 1. So like I said, there's this internal shift happening for you. It's almost like a perspective change is what I'm getting. It's an emotional change though. Like I said, that self-awareness with the rose quartz is really coming in strong here. Because I'm feeling that in your energy field, they're almost showing me that this is what you're currently going through, is this process of transformation, of inner transformation, inner awareness, and inner understanding that's really leading you to where you need to go next. And Spirit is really highlighting the need to be very present right now because they're making me want to focus on the present moment, not necessarily what's next in your journey, but what's presently happening for you, because I feel like the present moment is where you're going to find the most information and knowledge for yourself to lead you forward, to lead you into clarity, to lead you into the place that where you need to be. So starting with the 6 of coins here, the 6 of coins is really this energy of balance, integration, harmony. And I'm really being shown that with the 6 of coins here, there's almost like this protection energy coming through with these vines around the coins. A protection energy that's keeping you safe. It's almost like keeping you guarded. Is really what that feels like. And it's essentially making me feel like your heart might be a little guarded right now, pile number 1. But I'm being shown that that wants to be freed. That energy wants to be freed from you, where this see where I kind of, it's interesting because I kind of stopped right there. It's like you can only go to a certain point of vulnerability before you stop, is what it feels like. There's only a certain amount of trust you can give people before you let yourself pull back, or otherwise it's like it's too much, it's too much. I can't give that to people because I might get hurt. And I really feel like this type of thinking and this pattern in your life has really kept you stuck. It's really kept you limited on what you can do and how you can move forward in life. It's really kept you guarded from really experiencing true, deep, intimate connections with other people. Especially with the King of Cups here. The King of Cups, it came out reverse. And I'm really feeling that synchronistic. Even though I felt like it was upright, it felt like a pull between the two, because the King of Cups, the shadow energy of that is an individual who guards their emotions to the point of controlling, but a healthy King of Cups has mastery of their emotions but is calm with them and knows when to give and take. I feel like you are close to this King of Cups energy, this healthy King of Cups energy, but there comes a point where you almost feel like you have to really guard yourself, really keep yourself closed in, gated, and really protected, because you can't give too much to others, because if you give too much, they're going to hurt you, because I feel like that's all you've experienced in the past, pile number one. You've experienced people hurting you, people deceiving you, and it's really had a play on your emotions. It's really made you feel lost, almost like you have so much to give people, especially the 6 coins. You just want reciprocity. You just want an equal give and take. And I feel like there's this, what's next on your journey is really this metamorphosis of this energy of taking what you've learned in terms of your emotions and knowing and understanding it and really being able to propel forward and almost karmically cleansing the wounds that have kept you stuck, the wounds that have kept you rooted. Because I'm being shown thorns right now. It's almost like this is the wall you keep against yourself from giving too much with the 6 of coins here. This is your protection energy, so that you can only let people get close and to, like, just too close to a certain point before you guard them. Your heart is guarded is what I feel, pile number one. But that's being changed. That wall is starting to slowly break down. And you don't have to be afraid, because I felt like some of you could be afraid when I said that, but it's going to be okay, because I want to say that this is going to happen very naturally for you. And there's going to be people sent into your life to help you to trust again, and to learn that there aren't bad people out there. There are good people out there. That people will help you. People will step in to be safe with you and to show you that you can be safe with others and allow you to open up. I feel like this is a very slow process, pile number one. It feels like a very slow, gradual process, but it's a very necessary process for you to get you to where you need to be. Because for a lot of you, I feel like you want deep, intimate connections. You really want, I want to almost say, the love of your life. You want that. You really want that type of intimacy with someone. You want that deepness, that depth, that diving into the ocean with them of emotions, basically. But you can't even give it to yourself. And that's where this is coming from. That's where this is coming from. There's a fear of being vulnerable with yourself. Because if you have to be vulnerable with yourself, there's something you don't want to face within yourself. And that is why it's hard for you to be vulnerable with others as well. It's more than just people have hurt you in the past. The reason you've drawn in partners like that, the reason you've drawn in friendships like that, where they betrayed your trust or made you feel less than worthy or didn't give equally to you, is because within you, there's a part of you that's scared to be vulnerable with yourself about a deep-rooted fear that you have in your past. Because of this 5 of Cups here, I'm really feeling that it's taken root in your body. This really deep-rooted fear of vulnerability. And if the Moon in reverse, it's almost like, I don't want to see it. But because you chose the rose quartz, I'm, like I said in the premeditation energy, and just tapping into the rose quartz energy, there's this feeling of it's coming to light whether you want it to or not. But I don't feel like it's like a dramatic boom, boom, crash tower moment. It feels very safe, very secure. Like I said, this is all happening very naturally. It's happening very naturally for you. I almost coughed right there, which is really interesting. So it's almost like there's a resistance energy of something that needs to be cleared before anything can happen for you, where this vulnerability can take place. And it's a process. It feels like a very slow process, but it's a very necessary process to get you to move forward. And what I'm really feeling with this Moon in reverse is, like I said, clarity. Things are coming to light. If you look at these 2 cards too, the King of Cups is in sunshine, the Moon is in the darkness. It's hidden feelings beneath the depths of your soul. It's beneath all these layers of shadow, essentially, I want to say. Because the ocean on the moon card, the ocean is deep, it is vast. Like our emotions, that is how we protect ourselves essentially, is we layer on top of our human ego. We layer the human ego on top of our deepest, rooted fears to keep ourselves safe. And like I said, there's something you don't want to address, but it's being addressed. You might even have moments suddenly where you're starting to address it and you're starting to actually have fears around intimacy come up for you. For some of you, I'm getting a mother wound you could be having. I'm almost feeling like a mother couldn't give to you when you were a child. That's specifically for some of you, especially if the moon here. The moon is the feminine energy. And it feels like for a lot of you, maybe a mother couldn't give to you or couldn't love you in the way that you needed to be as a child. And this has affected you in your adult life. For some of you, I feel like there could be a teenager watching this, or teenagers, because I just heard teenager. So maybe in your teen years, that you could be a teenager now if you're watching this reading, but for some of you in your teen years, this really affected your relationships with others, and it's kind of set the stage for your relationships as an adult. For sure. But like I said, if the rose quartz here, choosing the rose quartz shows that there is self-awareness going on. It's almost like you are aware that you have, I don't want to call it vulnerability issues or trust issues, but you are aware that this is within you, and just being aware of it is the first step forward for you. So really, pile number one, what's next on your journey is healing this wound and addressing it and beginning to let yourself trust again and to fall into trust, fall into depth of emotions. Because you have the death card here. The death card is all about endings and beginnings. It's not about a literal death, but it's a transmutation of energy for you is what it feels like. And it feels like, it's interesting because you look at this card and there's all the shadow here, but then there's light being shown here. It's almost like the fog is being lifted, so you're allowing yourself to see the truth of the matter, allowing yourself to see what has been blocking you and what needs to be cleared. And next on your journey is really addressing the shadow wound, especially if the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck here. Really addressing this and really being made known of what you need to see, especially because you can see there's like a prism here. And it's almost like this King of Swords is stepping through this prism. That awareness is coming forward, that awareness of self. And really, pile number one, this is going to set forward a new wave of emotional depth for you. It's almost like I said earlier, it's a karmic cleansing. It's going to allow you to have deeper relationships with people and yourself. And this is going to open up doorways for you. It's going to open up opportunity for you to experience more, to feel more. And for some of you, I feel like feeling a lot of emotion scares you. Or if it makes you feel uncomfortable, it makes you feel not safe to feel that much emotion. But this has been divinely guided for you, I want to say. This energy, this has been specifically made for you to happen now at this time in this point in your life. I heard Saturn return, so maybe some of you around your Saturn return, which is around the ages of 28 to 30, when we usually have our Saturn return. I heard 26 as well right there. So that could be a significant number for you as well. But what I'm really feeling is there's this energy of a complete transmutation of energy, this diving into the emotional depths for you, pile number one. And it's allowing a new wave of intimacy to come into your life, a new wave of emotion to enter your life. But just trust the process as you fall into this, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of things you don't want to address, especially with the moon in the center of this reading. There's a lot you may not want to address, but it's necessary for you to address. But I also want to say you'll be safe. You'll be safe, pile one. Okay, so in saying that, as we have the moon card, we're going to take the Numerology cards, and we are going to pull further guidance for you on what is next in your journey. Pile one, please, Spirit. What is next on their journey? Pile one, thank you. Going to pull longer. You have your hard work is paying off on the bottom deck, New Moon and Capricorn. I'm being called actually to look underneath that. Step outside your comfort zone, North Node. Makes sense. Stepping outside the comfort zone. Full Moon in Libra, of a win-win outcome is forecast. I am actually really liking this energy in this deck because this really feels like you're going to be safe no matter what happens. For some of you, finances are suddenly coming up. So there's a message here about finances that, and like a justice system feeling almost like I'm getting with this. It's like if you're in a court case or if you're going up for divorce even, for some of you, it's going to work out in your favor is what I'm feeling with that. It's going to work out in your favor. And it's okay to trust. It's okay. You're going to be safe is what I want to say. A win-win outcome is forecast. This feels like very balanced, especially with Libra energy. Libra energy is balanced. It's very calm. It sees all, which I think is very interesting because we also have on this moon card these two pillars here and these two pillars here in the death card. 2 is very significant for you, pile number 1. And I'm really feeling that, like I said, there's with your pile, with you specifically, there's only so deep you go into your emotions before you pull back. You don't let yourself get to a certain point. And I feel like this Libra energy is really representative of that. It's really representative of allowing yourself to only go to a certain level of depth. And maybe you tend to analyze your emotions a lot within your mind. Tend to overanalyze in your mind. Because I'm not feeling, even though there's a lot of water here, I'm not feeling a really deep depth of emotion. It's more mental mind. Which is exactly what this Libra energy is giving me. But I also want to say that it's going to work out in the best way possible for you, this energy. It feels like you're going to be able to mentally sort through what you need to sort through to get you to where you want to be and where you want to go, especially. Which I really like that because I feel like that is going to be super positive for you. Like, it's almost like if you've been mentally stuck because of this emotional wound, it's going to work out for you in the best possible way. And it's going to work out for you in a way that you feel good, you feel satiated. I actually kind of want to pull a clarifier for this full moon Libra because I feel like there's something else to it, but I'm not quite getting it. Clarify the full moon in Libra, please. Thank you. Queen of Cups. Huh. That's funny. So King of Cups and Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is the feminine version of the King of Cups, where she allows herself to feel emotions. And if the Knight of Swords in the bottom of the deck as I pulled that card, the Queen of Cups, see all this water she's in? She's waist deep in the water here. She allows herself to feel the emotion. It's going to be coming out for you in a very healthy way, where for a while you could have been in your masculine emotion for this thought process you've been having, for these vulnerability, I don't want to call them problems or issues, but these constraints around vulnerability. You could have been in your masculine energy about it, but you're stepping into your feminine energy, which is really a theme for, as I'm recording this, 2022, that's really a theme for the collective, is stepping into a feminine version of being and no longer letting the masculine rule us. It's letting our feminine energy rule us. And I really feel like this balance between the masculine and feminine version of you, the mental and the emotional, is really going to be coming into play here and really assisting with you and really helping you. But it feels really good. It feels safe is what I want to say. So I just want to say rest assured, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, pile 1. Okay, pile 1, please. Further advice for the next journey forward. Oops, I just realized all the cards are in reverse, my bad. So these are actually upright. Appreciation and grace. And then bottom of the deck, we have wisdom. Let's make sure these are all in here. Like I said, there's this flow energy with your reading. There's this safety. It's almost like you're being guided, like you're on a boat and you're just letting the boat carry itself where it needs to go. This is a very natural process that's happening for you. This is a very natural upbringing for you of a change of energy. And of appreciation here, again, the sunflower, it's really highlighting to me sunflower is very important because that's clarity. That's more clarity, more guidance energy. More than anything, though, I feel like this appreciation card is the thankfulness for this process. Because I feel like this is almost the future you coming into this reading and saying that without who you were in the past, who you are right now, and who you are in the future, you wouldn't be who you're going to be. I know that sounds a little confusing, but like it just really feels like there's this overall appreciation for the process of transformation. There's this overall joy for the way things work out, because it's working out in your highest favor for you. And of grace, again, it's making me really think of that whole process of serenity, going with the flow, letting things unwind naturally for you. And giving with grace, giving with gratitude, I feel like is really essential here. It's almost like being thankful for the lesson. And I really feel like your heart is really opening, pile number 1. Your heart is really opening up as you unfold in this process and as this journey unfolds for you. This next level of emotional depth and emotional awareness is really paving paths forward for you. And like I said earlier, there's this, you could only feel so deeply because you allowed yourself to feel so deeply. And with appreciation and grace here, it's almost like this is next for you, is this deeper gratitude, this deeper appreciation, this deeper joy. And you're going to be able to experience so much more emotions that you haven't been able to feel before on such a deep level, on such an empathetic level. And it's really going to set you free, pile number 1. I really want to say that. It's really going to set you free. And it feels so positive. It feels so upbringing in the best possible way. And yes, it is outside your comfort zone, and it is a gradual process. It's not going to be all done in one day or even a month. This might even take, I want to say Libra season, they're highlighting Libra season October. I feel like you've already been in this energy for a little bit now of feeling this, you've been in this energy, this present energy, feeling a little bit constrained, but this is changing for you. And new waves of being are happening for you. New waves of understanding. And it feels so positive. It's positive. It feels like it's for your greater good. In the best way, pile number 1. In the best way. Okay, further advice for pile 1, please. Further advice for pile 1 for what is next on their journey. This is also a new deck I got today. I got 2 new decks today and a lot of new crystals, so I'm really excited to use this deck. Pile 1, we have Vesta. So I believe Vesta is a star or a comet, I want to say. And then last one, 10th house authority. Oh, interesting. Bottom deck energy, we have solar calm, clarify, exactly. That inner clarity coming through. And underneath that we have retrograde review, exactly what I was thinking. 1516 as well. That just goes to show there's emotional depth that's happening for you. It's coming from this period of review. I'm hearing May and June as well with this. And in May and June, we actually have, what are they called? Eclipse season. I was going to say retrograde season. But the planets, as I'm recording this, the planets are direct until the end of April. And then starting May, June, we have eclipses. So that, I feel like that's going to be significant for you. I'm going to read the book for Vesta because I feel like that will have a greater, I almost want to say greater understanding. It'll have a more, you'll understand it more if I read it from the book is basically what I was saying. But they're first drawing me to the 10th house. They're drawing me to this person here on this journey. The 10th house is all about our place in the world and how people see us, especially in our career. It always highlights career, the 10th house. The 10th house, oh my goodness, words. It highlights career. It highlights the way people see us, how we operate in our day-to-day lives in that sense. And you're going on this journey of deep self-discovery, and it's changing the way you see the world and how people see you, pile number 1. But it feels, it's a long journey. I don't want to lie. What's next on your journey is a long journey, but it's like almost like you're excited for it. Even if on the conscious level, you're not really aware of it happening, deep on the subconscious, it's your soul is excited for it. Your soul is ready for this, is what I want to say. You're ready to embark. So reading Vesta. Vesta calls you to be a hearth fire, to share yourself for the benefit of all, but still have enough energy left to live healthfully and give again another day. The second largest and brightest asteroid between Jupiter and Mars is named after Vesta, oldest goddess of hearth, home, the family, and the center of a strong community. The fire in her temple was never allowed to go out, and the fire in the hearth of every home was sacred to her. She did not get involved in politics or the misadventures of any other gods. Hesta, evaluate yourself and your life. Each human task is to be able to help reduce the total suffering on earth and increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matters much, neither more nor less than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another cause, nor withhold your warmth, but share what you have to offer. I just want to say share your warmth with that too. And they're really highlighting the heart chakra here for me when I said that. Sharing your warmth of your emotions, not being cold. Letting yourself feel emotions and sharing that with others, pile 1. Remember what matters. Find that deep calm within. Light a candle of prayer and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. It may be time to take a retreat, a chance to clear yourself, clear your energy fields, cleanse your environment, reclaim your temple. If a relationship is truly of value and important to your soul, the person or team you're involved will honor your process. Yeah, there's definitely something about, like I was picking up earlier, there's something about through this emotional depth and connection, it's calling in significant people to allow you to experience more and to feel more. And it's calling in people on a similar wavelength as well. And if you look at these rainbow on both cards, the rainbows here are really being highlighted for you. It's almost like what it is, Pile 1, it almost feels like what's next in your journey is a deeper integration of self that allows you to be more in connection with yourself. And through being more in connection with yourself, it's allowing you to experience a deeper level of life that leads to opportunities for you. Because I was picking up in this reading career, I didn't really want to speak on unless I was like truly like getting confirmation of it, because it felt very like in the background. But it's almost like this energy is allowing you to step into a leadership position, and this might be what you're stepping into next, is this depth of soul, of self, which allows you to really step into a leadership position and allows you to really be connected to others. Because I feel like this deep connection with yourself is allowing you to connect with others, which allows you to step into this leadership position and really step into your authority. And really, pile number 1, this has been really orchestrated for you. And I want you to remember that when you're stepping into this next phase, this is for your growth. It's not to hinder you or limit you. It's to help you to see differently and to understand differently, especially. So really trust the process and just allow this to unfold as it will, because you're going to make it to the other side and you're going to be a whole different person because of this. The awareness you're going to have around self and others and emotion and depth is going to be completely transformed, I want to say. Yeah, so pile number 1, that is going to be your reading for today for what is next for your journey. I really hope this resonated with you, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Please comment down below your pile. Leave a little moon emoji if this was your pile, if you made it this far in the reading as well. Please subscribe to the channel for more pick a card readings. Share this video if you feel like it will help another one out, another person, another individual, another friend. And yeah, stay tuned for more pick a card readings. It was really lovely to tap into your energy. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. And yeah, I hope you have an excellent day, and I will see you soon again. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So if you chose the Shaman Quartz, then this is going to be your reading for what you need to know for what's next on your journey. So when I was tapping into your energy, the little pre-meditation I did, I was really feeling this energy of the third eye was really being emphasized. Like, first off, it was so being emphasized, and the crown chakra and connecting to wisdom of your ancestors. There's something also about tradition coming up here where you might be doing practices or connecting more to your spirituality on your journey next. And there's almost this deeper understanding of spirituality that's coming in for you. And it feels like this whole other level of I almost want to say what you mistook spirituality for, which is interesting. That's a very interesting phrase of way of saying things. Or it's almost like there's this change in how you see and perceive spirituality and how you perceive your daily practices for some of you. Because I feel like this is a very spiritual pile already. Like, I feel like a lot of you already practice spirituality. And it feels knowingly. I don't want to say it's unknowingly practicing it. It feels very knowingly like you practice spirituality. And there's this deeper dive into almost like ancestral wisdom. This deeper connection to the higher realm, to deities, to ancestors, to spirit, to angels is what I want to say with that. It's very interesting. I'm actually very excited to see what comes out during this reading. because it feels very celestial, but very earthly at the same time. So there's definitely, well, the shaman quartz is about connecting with our third eye, surprisingly, not surprising, I should say. It is about connecting with the third eye, and it is about connecting with our ancestors. So I'm not surprised that that's coming up for you guys. Okay, so let's tap into this. So pile 2, please. What is next on the journey for pile 2? There we go. Thank you. I'm just going to pull 5 cards. I said in pile 1 I was going to pull 6, and I ended up not pulling that many. So we're just going to pull 5. Chariot. Ace of Wands. I like this. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. 10 of coins? I don't want to say that. King of coins on the bottom of the deck is what I was trying to say. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. Is that up reverse or upright? That's definitely reverse. Chariot upright, Ace of Wands upright, and then we have the 9 of coins. Oh my goodness. Pile number 2, there is a deeper understanding of truth that's coming in for you. And it's leading the way for you forward, I want to say. It's leading the way for you forward into new beginnings and new possibilities. It really feels like I know it's tapping into spirituality, but it feels like following your inner compass has led you this far. Because now the energy suddenly turned very earthly. It turned very physical, very grounded, but it has to do with your spirituality as well, is what I'm feeling. It has to do with karmic lessons learned, is what I want to say with that as well. Because the 10 of Cups in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse is making me feel like there was lessons to learn around happiness. There was lessons to learn about the self. Definitely a lot of karma coming into play here. I also just want to see, is that card? Is that a person? Oh yeah, those are like acrobats. Maybe not, that's not the word. As soon as I said that, I did not feel like that was right, but the 10 of Cups in reverse is like almost like a leading to fulfillment. It's a leading to emotional fulfillment. For some, it could be a loss of fulfillment, but I feel like it's a leading to for you, because I feel like you had to go through phases where you had to essentially, pile number 2, you had to lose in order to gain. Things had to be shifted out of your life for the new to come in. You had to see the darker side of life. You had to see and experience loss and deep dark lessons to gain truth and wisdom to move forward. And with the Hierophant in reverse here, the Hierophant in reverse is undoing societal programming. It's undoing the structures that we have been imposed on us, essentially, from childhood. And even in later life as well. But it's undoing those and unraveling those and really sifting through those paradigms, sifting through that reality that we've been living for so long. And my third eye right now, oh my gosh, as I'm talking, is like pain, like almost like pain coming out of my third eye. It's almost like what I'm feeling is that the way you've seen the world, it's being cleansed. The way you've seen and experienced life has been on such a deep level. And like for some of you, I'm like really feeling your spirituality is coming into this in the sense of the way you've developed yourself. It doesn't have to be spirituality per se, but it feels like the practices you've done in your life, whether that's like how you've taken care of yourself, how you've perceived others, that's really come into play. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. How you've currently perceived the world has been through the lens of karma that your ancestors have. And I think a lot of you are aware of this, pile number 2. A lot of you are aware that you've had a lot of generational karma to break. And there's been a lot of potential karma in your family. Because I'm really feeling the shaman stone, that it's family is being highlighted here. This feeling of ancestral trends, I almost want to say. Like I'm being shown like drinking, drug abuse, toxic relationships, codependency. The unhealthy behaviors in life that you've had to see, witness, experience, and grow up with. And for some of you, fall into. You've been undoing that and you've been unraveling that. And I feel like it's time for you to step into this new phase of being with the Chariot here. It's time for you to step into a new phase of being, a new phase of existence. a new phase of understanding, of movement forward, not being stuck in the karma, in the root of the past. You're not being rooted and stuck where you were. You're being able to grow and expand now. Because I really feel like in the past you were limited, pile number one. Pile number two. It's been a long day. Pile number two, I really feel like you were limited in the past. There's this almost constraint energy, this energy of feeling suppressed, feeling like you could only do so much, only go so far, only attract the certain types of people in your life. It's almost like you felt you were fated to fall into the steps of your parents and them before you, but you wanted different. I can feel that you wanted different. And it took this unraveling, it took falling into the deepest, darkest holes to get there. It took falling down, I almost want to say the rabbit hole, falling down the rabbit hole of this karma that you have to experience, because karma is being highlighted here so much, pile number two. Falling down this deep, dark hole of healing and self-discovery, connecting to yourself on a deeper level, and allowing yourself to really experience more and to be connected with family and to unbreak connections that didn't serve you. This could be quite literally people or addictions, thought patterns, behaviors, mindset. But because of this breaking of societal programming, of karma, of basically this unchaining of your life to the old, it's allowing the new to step in. Because even look at the colors. The colors are dull here, and then we notice the shifting of energy where there's all this yellow, all this brightness. And I really feel, pile number two, that you're stepping into this new awareness, this new zest for life. No longer feeling stuck, no longer feeling trapped. For some of you, this could quite literally be a physical move, because the chariot can be about physical movement. It's also a number 7. We have a 5 with the Hierophant, which is all about change. 7 is all about divine guidance. We have an Ace of Wands, which is a 1. 9 of Coins, a 9, which is independence. For a lot of you, maybe this is about moving away from home and stepping out into a new journey, a new phase of life, away from family. And it's going to significantly impact you. What I'm really feeling, pile number 2, is this has been divinely guided for you to happen. This whole process, this whole past energy for you, it's really been, I don't want to say keeping you stuck, because it's been necessary for you to understand the lessons and where you needed to be, and to understand where you needed to go. But there's this shift in direction with the chariot here, and next in your journey is this shift in direction to positive energy moving forward. And really, it's this energetic upbringing that's allowing you to shift and change the trajectory of your life, to really allow yourself to have abundance. Because I feel like in this past energy here, because I feel like right now you're here between the Hierophant and the chariot, and the 10 of Cups reverse feels like the past heavily. In the past, there was a limitation. There was this energy of not having what you truly desire deep down. Like I said earlier with the 10 of Cups, this can be thinking you wanted something, but then finding out you actually didn't want it, or it doesn't actually light you up on the inside. It doesn't actually make you feel emotionally fulfilled. But what is happening is you're stepping into this new phase, this new wave of existence with this Ace of Wands and 9 of Coins, choosing a different direction. Because you could look at these horses, they're looking to the past and the future. You're choosing your future, and here you are in the middle. Which way do I want to go? Do I want to fall into these old beliefs, old paradigms, old programming? Or do I want to be better for myself? Do I want to choose new? Do I want to be better for me and create the life I've wanted? Or am I going to be fallen victim to the wounds of my past, of my family, is what it feels. Of my friends too, as well, for some of you. But I'm getting that it is time to move forward, pile number 2. And you are choosing to move forward into the light. The Ace of Wands and the 9 of Coins feels like this complete empowerment energy. This energy of just stepping into the light, stepping into wisdom, stepping into guidance, stepping into feeling good. Feeling powerful, feeling like life isn't out of your control and you are creating the life that you desire. And if the King of Coins here, I'm seeing that is what you are creating for yourself. You are creating this energy of beautiful energy, this beautiful change. And we have the Three of Cups underneath that. More energy of good times, harmony, feeling satiated, feeling complete, feeling whole, feeling safe is what I want to say. Having kindred spirits as well is what I want to say. People on a similar wavelength to you, people who get you, people who aren't operating out of a limiting mindset, a limiting belief system, people who are on your wavelength of change and who want change and who desire change in their own lives and want that for themselves. And you're getting it, pile number 2. You are getting this. And this is what next on your journey for you is this up-leveling, this change, this new wave of energy flooding your life, I want to say. This light, because see how bright and vibrant this Ace of Wands is? It's boom, it's magnetic. It's calling an opportunity to you, making you this Nine of Coins energy. And also, what is this? Is that an eagle? Or is it a bird? What type of, I can't tell what bird this is, but it looks like, I'm not really sure what bird that is on this deck. It's very interesting. But this is reminding me of like a harvest time. It's harvest season. It's time to be the version of you that you've desired for so long. It's time to step into the limelight, I want to say. Because for some of you, this is a career shift. A career shift and change that's allowing abundance to come into your life. It's allowing money, financial status, wealth, success to come in. For some of you, it feels like you've been waiting for something to happen, waiting for the right time to make a shift in your life, and it's happening for you, and it's setting you forward. This could be even trying something different with this Ace of Wands, because this Ace of Wands feels like a brand new opportunity. It feels like a brand new, for a lot of you, it's going to be different. It's going to be very different for all of you. It's going to be shifting and changed for all of you. Some of this is more internal for some of you. Some of this is like a physical opportunity brought by someone. I just saw a scroll like being handed to someone. It's like a message being brought to someone. But it's shifting your trajectory and putting you on this Nine of Coins energy, which is leading to the King of Coins energy, this abundance, this wealth, safety, security, status. And it doesn't feel superficial. It really doesn't. It doesn't feel superficial. It feels very harmonious in the sense of it feels very well-deserved. Pile number 2. It feels well-deserved. And I feel like you're going to be really enjoying this next phase of your life, where this phase here was about feeling and learning the lessons of life, the deep, dark lessons of life. But now you're stepping into this new phase of being where you're confident within yourself. For some of you, I'm getting, if you've been focusing on your body or wanting to change your health matters, really focusing on health, really focusing on your diet, how you move your body, what you ingest, that is going to be really coming in here for you. And that's going to be receiving an up-leveling as well. Because I'm like feeling this Ace of Wands energy. It feels like there's something with the sacral here. And that's feminine energy. That is about the creation energy. For some of you, if you haven't been able to conceive, you've been feeling like, why can't I conceive? Why can't I have a child? This is coming in for you, this period of time or this opportunity to get pregnant, I'm feeling. That's definitely a message for some of you. Okay, pile number 2, please, Spirit. What's they need to know? What is next on their journey? Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Like I said, there's something about spirituality here. And then we have look at the bigger picture, full moon and Sag. Full moon in Pisces. I knew there was spirituality in this reading because I could feel it. It feels like this is very much your physical life having an impact. But it's because of the lessons and what you've learned in the past that's brought you here. Pile number 2. Balancing spirituality and practicality. What this energy feels like to me is this feels like the internal world is shifting, so you're seeing things in the external world now is what that really feels like. And traditionally, this card in this deck can represent a soulmate coming in for people, a soulmate or a new energy. And I feel like under this new energy, like I said, there's this choosing on a different wavelength and calling in like-minded individuals that are on your wavelength. Like I said earlier in the reading, there's people coming in when you're in this energy to receive. And they're like-minded, they're similar, they have similar mindsets, they want change, they want progress, and I feel like for some of you that could be happening. With the full moon in Pisces, I mean, we are in Pisces season right now, so this energy could literally be right around the corner for you. I heard March. So when we go into Aries season, this could be happening for you. But for some of you, I'm getting with this full moon and Sag on the bottom of the deck, you might not be able to see the full extent of this until Sagittarius season or until a fire sign season, which we have Aries, and then July is Leo. So that could be significant for some of you. Sorry, I'm just tapping into this energy a little more. There's something that wants to come through here. Spirit, can you clarify the full moon in Pisces? There's one more message I can feel that wants to come through here. Clarify full moon in Pisces for pile 2, please. What is next on their journey? I heard practicality, which, I mean, literally on the card. 4 of Swords. Yeah, there's this coming out. 8 of Cups. Yes. 4 of Swords is healing, resting in this phase of energy that you were in and now you're stepping out of. You were in this almost like it's like it was almost a block from moving forward into this energy because there was lessons you needed to learn first. And I'm getting that's why spirituality is coming into play so strongly here, because I feel like for a lot of you could partake in the practice of journaling, meditation, mindfulness, a deeper understanding of life. And that's why the spirituality is coming in. That deeper understanding of self, essentially, is the practice of spirituality. Spirituality is the practice of self-awareness. It's the practice of awareness of self, awareness of others, how we work with each other, impact each other. It's kind of like sociology. If you guys have ever heard of sociology, it's kind of like that, how our interactions with ourselves and others impact us, and the world, how it impacts us, and vice versa. But I feel like with this 4 of Swords, you're moving into a new state of being with the 8 of Cups. With the 8 of Cups upright, it's time to move forward, which is exactly what you're doing. If it being underneath a Chariot as well, movement forward, movement in a new direction. Movement into happier times, I want to say, because like I said, there was almost this being stuck energy. The Pisces is also the last of it's in the astrological year, it's the last zodiac before we step into the new astrological year, Aries, which is like the child, the infant of the zodiac. So I feel like it's very synchronistic that this full moon in Pisces come out, because full moons are about release, which you are doing. You're releasing anything that doesn't serve you, that won't apply to this version of you that you're stepping into. And that's what's next in your journey, is this release and stepping into this new version of you. For sure. For sure. Okay, we are going to take these cards as further advice from Spirit. These are the Enchanted Blossoms Tarot. And they're super cute. They have like little butterfly dragons on them with little flowers, and I love them. I also just picked up these cards today, so I am very excited to see what cards come out. Pile 2, please. What is next on their journey, Spirit? I just heard imagery, so there's something about the visualizations of the life you've wanted to create and what you want to create. For some of you, it could have been a vision board you've had, or a vision board in your mind. It doesn't have to be quite like a literal one. It could be just like a metaphorical one. Pile number 2, please. What is next in their journey? Thank you, Spirit. Tranquility, yes, that easier times. And then elegance. I'm just going to take elegance. We also have bravery. I feel like that's important to show. Oh my goodness, look at the bottom of the deck. Friendship. Like I said, for some of you, new people are coming in. If you felt alone, that's changing. That is for sure changing. Pile number 2. Make sure that's in focus. Perfect. Tranquility and elegance. That is screaming to me, this energy of this 9 of Coins. Screaming to me. So it has Stonecrop with Apollo, which is the butterfly. Lily, the flower, and then Archduke, which is also the butterfly. I'm feeling with this energy here, pile number 2, it's just this new wave of, it's almost like you could sigh, you can take a rest. It's like you've done so much work to get you to where you need to be. You've done so much inner healing, inner understanding, and it's propelling you forward now. And this next phase is almost like you don't have to do so much karmic work anymore. You don't have to do so much fixing. I almost want to say like cleaning up of your life. You don't have to keep cleaning up your life. You don't have to keep doing so much work. There's like, you're not attracting karmic experiences in your life that almost seem like a hindrance to you, because I feel like that's what it was in your past. Was you wanted this 10 of Cups energy, you wanted it, you desired it, you knew it was meant for you, but you weren't receiving it. You were only receiving lessons through people, jobs, what you've attracted in your life. You couldn't fully attract what you wanted, but in this phase of your life, you're attracting in what you know you deserve. And this energy of elegance is really being highlighted to me as the Nine of Coins, as just feeling good, feeling graceful, feeling divine, feeling connected to yourself, and being able to move forward in life knowing that you are attracting the right things for you and the best things for you, especially. Tranquility is just screaming to me this energy of this deep breath of just relaxation, zen. For some of you, could be connecting more to spirituality at this time, getting more into your spiritual practices. And it's helping lead you through life, because I feel like you'll almost have time to now to actually enjoy it instead of seeing it as a chore. Instead of seeing your spirituality chore, you're seeing it as something you want to do. And not just because you have to use it as a tool, it's because you actually genuinely enjoy it. Or you genuinely enjoy connecting with yourself more, connecting with others more. And this is creating change for you, pile number 2. It's creating change for you. It's creating this movement forward. And like I said, bottom of the deck, we have friendship. Calling in new people, significant soul tribes. I almost want to say it's like I said, there's this energy of karma here, and knowing that you deserve better, knowing that you deserve better, know that you deserve the best. These cards, knowing that you deserve the best, but you couldn't have them before because there were so many layers of shedding that you had to do, layers of the past with people, relationships, family. It was a lot of it wasn't your burden to carry, but it was generational karma for a lot of you. And you had to heal through this first. You had to heal for it first in order to call in these beautiful blessings to your life. And I want to say, if you are connected to your ancestors or feel their energy around you, they say thank you. They are saying thank you for helping heal these wounds that they couldn't. And you act as a light for them, which is this Ace of Wands coming up to me now. You act as a pillar of light for them to help dissipate and reverse the shadows. Now it's time for the harvest season of life. It's time for you to step into confidence, empowerment, this energy of grace and beauty, of feeling good. It's been, the path before this has been necessary, but what you're stepping into now for what's next for your journey is just harmony, pile number 2, harmony. And I love that for you. I feel it's so well deserved. And you're going to be, I almost like seeing someone like sitting on a beach sipping pina coladas. Like, it's like that energy of just peace. And just feeling good, calling in like-minded people, calling in opportunities that resonate with you on a high soul frequency. It's very well deserved. Pile number 2, please. Ooh, interesting. Pile number 1 also had Vesta come out. And then we have the 11th house community. What are they saying? Friendships. That's so important. Oh my goodness. And then bottom of the deck, we have progressions, journey. I love that. I actually feel like looking at Scorpio, investigate. Okay, that makes sense. That is the deep truth you've had to experience, the deep truth you've had to go through. You've had to go through this journey of understanding, this journey of change to get to where you need to be now. And the Vesta, even though I read the reading in pile number 1, I'm really feeling this energy for your pile. There's this energy for your pile of calling in with this fire, because like I said, your energy is being amplified here. Opportunities are seeking you now instead of you having to seek them out, but not finding ones that quite align to you. You're calling in opportunity and that peacefulness, that energy of tranquility with this hearth here. Hearth reminds me of home. Home feels safe, home feels secure, home feels how you want it to be. And like I said, for some of you, there could be a quite literal physical move happening for you. And from this physical move is the meeting of new people, the meeting of new like-minded souls, of you meeting your community, your soul tribe. Because 11th house is about our friendships. It's about how we perceive ourselves to others and how we communicate with others as well. And I feel like this is so important for you, pile number 2. Because you're calling in people that are divinely guided to be in your life. You're calling in friendships, significant friendships, I feel. You won't feel lonely anymore is what I want to say. You're not going to feel lonely anymore. You're going to feel like you have a community. You're going to feel safe. You're going to feel at home within yourself and with the people in your life and the experience in your life. I feel like for some of you, this could be a job where you've been wanting something to happen, but nothing has been happening, but suddenly your job takes off, your career takes off, and it calls in people of equal opportunity, equal caliber to you. And it's because you were acting as this light. You were acting as light, and it's calling in energy to you. Like, oh, I'm almost being shown like there's like the flame in the center, and like energy is flowing towards this flame. Kind of like this Ace of Wands here. It's so significant for you, and I feel like this is so beautiful, pile number 2, and it's like the energy I want to step into, if this is the energy I want to call this, is just peace. You just feel at peace with yourself and with your situation, with your home, your hearth, stability, security, all those beautiful words. Like, it just feels like that's what you're stepping into, this safety, this abundance energy, this empowerment energy. And it's so well deserved. I just want to say that again. It's so well deserved, for sure. All right, awesome. Pile number 2, that was your reading for what is next on your journey. I really hope it resonated for you. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and comment down below your pile. Put a little flame emoji if this was your pile. Comment down below how it resonated as well. Please subscribe to the channel for more pick a card readings, and share this video if you feel like it could resonate with someone else that you know. And yeah, pile number 2, thank you for watching. Thank you for allowing me to tap into your energy. It was really appreciated. And I will see you soon for another pick a card reading soon. Bye. Hi, pile 3. So if you chose the Moonstone, this is going to be your reading for what is next on your journey. So I'm just going to put this up here for now. When I was tapping into your energy for the premeditation part of this, I was really feeling the sense of just calmness, ease, and flow that was really wanting to come in for you. And there's almost a sense of like peace and tranquility with where you're going. Like, I feel like before, you were in almost like a fear-based mindset of a lack of control, not sure where you were going or what you were doing, how things were going to turn out for you, and it created a lot of anxiety and an unease within your body. But moving forward, I really feel like there's a sense of tranquility. There's a sense of peace and calmness and having faith that things are going to turn out for you. And this inner knowing that it's gonna be fine. Like it's like almost like you've come to terms with where you're at, and by doing that, it's calling in change for you because you've released these fears, you've released this control that you've been holding on to so tightly. And by releasing it, it's calling in the new, it's calling a new opportunity for you, it's calling in change for you because of that release, essentially. So yeah, let's pull some tarot and see what comes up for you. So pile number 3, please, Spirit. What do they need to know? Ooh. What? Okay, that one really wants to come out. What do they want to know? What do they need to know? What is next on their journey? I almost feel like this is where you're going, I want to say. It feels like where you're going. 3 of Cups, upright, yeah. Like, I feel like this is what you're stepping into. Interesting. They're making me like move the cards around. Pile number 3, please. What do they need to know? What is next on their journey? The Hermit. I like that. How it's in reverse. I like that. I heard coming out of the cave. 5 of Swords. 9 of Swords. Okay. I find it funny how they're making me like... Okay. Cool. Spirit was just like, we need to move this around. Okay, awesome. And then bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Cups. Okay, let's get into this. Actually, I'm going to pull a clarifier. I don't know why. I feel like I'm just going to pull a clarifier on the Hermit in reverse. Clarify Hermit in reverse. Thank you. 4 of Cups. Clarify 3 of Cups, please. 3 of Wands. Interesting. Okay, now the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck now. Which actually, that feels more synchronistic to the energy that I'm picking up on. Pile number 3. like I said, okay, immediately, like I said, in the past, there was this energy of lack. There was this energy of fear, of not being sure how things were to turn out, being on shaky ground, being unsure. Also, can we just appreciate how creepy this image is? Sorry, but like, look at that. The eyes, that really throws me off, not gonna lie. Kind of creeps me out a little bit. But there was this stuck energy, this feeling of lack, this feeling of being stuck, of not sure where to go, what to do. And I'm getting like this overall just feeling of anxiety, of like a lack of control is what it feels like. For a lot of you, this has to do with finances, your stability of your home. Not knowing the future of a relationship is what I'm feeling for some of you. And overall, just this feeling of stuck. And not being able to calm yourself down at certain points. Just like the fear of the unknown especially is what's coming in here. The fear of not knowing. And it caused you to stay still, in the sense of it caused you to remain in one place rooted when you wanted to be elsewhere. You wanted to be elsewhere, you want to be doing other things, you wanted to be moving forward, you want to progress forward, but there was this anxiety, this confusion, this hopelessness is what I want to say of this. Hopelessness of not knowing where you're going, what you're doing, how to move forward, what you could do to move forward. And it felt like every time you were presented an option, it almost felt like you were like, well, but this could happen if I went that way. Well, but this could happen. It was almost like, I don't want to say it was like creating excuses, but the fear was so strong within you of the unknown and of things not working out for you that it just created more disempowerment, more disillusionment to you. Is disillusionment even a word? More illusion energy around you. And it really kept you feeling stuck. It kept you feeling trapped, kept you feeling anxious, I just want to say. For some of you, had nightmares or dreams about experiences you were having in waking life. As well, there's a message for some of you that you could have found out you were being cheated on in a relationship, and if that is a message that resonates with you, I'm really sorry to hear that. That's really, really unfortunate, and I just want to say that it wasn't you. It wasn't you is what I want to say with that. If someone chose to hurt you in that way, it wasn't your actions that made them do it. I don't want you to ever feel that way. It was their own insecurity within them that made them act out in that way. For sure, for sure. But with choosing the moonstone, there's clarity in the present moment that you're experiencing. There's understanding of the why things have had to happen. For some of you, I can feel like it feels like you were just stuck. But then something internal shifted within you, and it's almost like you can't quite put a finger on it of what shifted, but you just feel better now. And if you're not quite there, because I feel like this is really much an energy of your past. Like, I'm hearing January. So in January, you could have really been going through this 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords energy of just feeling in your thoughts, just like mentally intrusive. Like, I'm getting the most random thoughts would occur for you that were really, they left you like, what the heck? Like, what was that? Almost an energy of, why am I even thinking that? But it was like you were so caught up in the fear mindset that like everything would just reflect back that to you. Your reality was reflecting back to you that lack that you were feeling and experiencing. It was making you feel suppressed. It was making you feel on edge, especially this 5 of Swords with the man balancing on 2 swords. Not a very stable surface, might I add. Holding up the 3 swords saying, get back, get back. It was almost like you were blocking out people, blocking out connections, blocking out true opportunity from coming in for you because of these fears you were holding on to, because of this mindset you were holding on to. This internal reality you started playing out to yourself started reflecting in your day-to-day life. And it started creating this whole mentality of just lack, of just sadness. And I'm feeling there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of sadness, there's a lot of unsurety you were experiencing. But what I want to say is it's being dissipated. Because I feel like the energy you're in right now is this Hermit in reverse. coming out of the shadows, because I feel like you've had to go through this Five of Swords, Nine of Swords. It's been for a purpose. It's been for a purpose to help you to understand your deepest, darkest fears. I just heard around money for some of you. So for some of you, it's around money, financial comfort, your career, your success in life. And again, relationship is coming up as well, because you can see there's two people walking away in the background. Healthy boundaries in relationships, what you don't want in a relationship. For some of you, this was a person that made you feel this way. And you realized you don't want that, you don't deserve that, because it left you in this Four of Cups energy. It left you feeling disempowered, feeling lost, feeling like there was no hope. And again, for some of you, it's not a relationship for some of you. For some of you, I'm getting this is like this is a general reading, obviously, so it's not going to apply to everyone. This message may be for someone else, but it really feels like this Five of Swords energy with this Hermit card in reverse and this Four of Cups clarifying this reflects this energy of lack, of not seeing the steps forward, of not being able to tell which way to go or what to do. Even though, like I said earlier, there was options being presented to you, it just felt in your body, you were like, no, I can't do that, or I shouldn't do this, or what if that leads to this? And it was just this feeling of discomfort, anxious, anxiety, lack of sleep. Like I said, there was nightmares about this for some of you. And tapping into this Four of Cups with the Hermit, it really feels like they're highlighting these boxes to me. Almost like these boxes were the thoughts you've had. And like I said, there was this aspect of what you were thinking and feeling was being reflected in your external reality. So if you felt like you didn't have money in your bank account, you only saw a smaller number in your bank account, and they reflected back to you, I don't have that much money. And it made you feel fearful. It made you feel afraid. And you were being put in this place to experience your deepest, darkest fears, to experience that lack, to experience the pain, because it was helping you to understand a greater truth and a greater awareness. It was helping you to see things differently, to shift your perspective. Because with the Hermit here, with the, like, you can see they're holding a flashlight, searching for answers, searching for clarity. That's what you were searching for a way forward, but you couldn't see it. You couldn't see it, you couldn't feel it, but I feel that this has changed. I want to say in recent weeks, or this is about to change for you. It feels like you're very much in this present energy, because if the Hermit was upright, I would say you're still searching. But because it's in reverse, I want to say that you found the answers, or at least you found a step forward that you feel comfortable with, because there's been this release energy of release of the past in order to progress forward. And Moonstone truly represents that easing, that calmness, that clarity. It's connecting to our intuition, connecting to our higher self and not our shadows, which I feel like here in this past energy, you were in your shadow energy significantly, very much in your shadow energy, very much in that deep-rooted fear of, and the darkness, the human ego. It kept you stuck, it kept you trapped there, but you started finding a way out. With the Hermit in reverse, you have been finding your way out of that, and you're stepping into a new realm of being where it doesn't feel so hard anymore. Things are making sense to you. Clarity is coming in for you. And I want to say there's progression coming in for you. That stuck feeling, I'm being shown a thorn being dislodged from skin. That stuck feeling is no longer applying to you. Pile number 3. The next step of your journey is movement forward. It's small steps forward, but it's movement forward. It's not feeling like the weight of the world is piled up on your shoulders, that you're not carrying it anymore. It's not feeling like at any moment now you're going to lose your home, your sanity, your relationships, that feeling is dissolving away. And for a lot of you, I already feel like you're really stepping into this energy of faith, of clarity. But we're all on different timelines, of course. We're all on different journeys. But I'm really feeling that you're stepping forward. Even we're going from a 4 of Cups to a 3 of Cups. It's almost being shown to me as stepping back, but in a way of not having to hold on to control. Of not having to hold on to control of the outcome. Letting things progress as they want to. And pulling yourself out of the darkness into the light again. For sure. I'm also curious to see what's under that 8 of Cups. Yeah, for sure. Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck with the 8 of Cups underneath that is movement forward. And I'm feeling, because the 8 of Cups was in reverse right here, I'm feeling that's more significant to the emotions, where the Knight of Wands is more of the passion and the purpose. The movement forward in the sense of feeling that spark of joy and renewal again. And like I said, in like the premeditative energy, that tapping into the energy of calmness, clarity, that's what you're stepping into. 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands. 3s are all about expansion. 3s are all about that movement forward. 3s are all about seeing things different in the sense of being able to move forward, allowing things to come to you without control of them. And you can see how these cups, the water is pouring into them and then pouring out. Feeling like you are supported, pile number 3. You are feeling supported during this time. Feeling like you're not alone. And I feel like you could almost be finding a group of like-minded individuals or sharing your thoughts with others about how you've been feeling. And you're going to find you've not been alone in this. You haven't been alone in this. And the 3 of Wands is you're setting new motion forward. You're setting new ideas forward, and you're stepping into new ideas, stepping into a new version of you. And that is what's next on your journey, is stepping into this new version. And you're starting, I don't want to say you're starting at the bottom because you don't have an ace here. We don't have a 2 here. You're not making the decision. You've already made the decision to move forward, whether this is on your conscious mind or your subconscious mind. A part of you has decided it's ready to move forward. And that's what is next on your journey, is movement forward. And if the 6 of Wands here, it almost looks like this person is pulling out the wand, the pain, pulling out from the pain. And really, it feels like, yeah, pulling out the pain that you've been holding on to. They're almost showing me this 6 of Wands as the light side of this 9 of Swords. Which you can see the energy is kind of similar. With these lines here, the white, but then the background's different. A release energy, for sure, with that 6 of Wands. Coming out on top of the pain, not feeling so stuck. And also, I just looked at the clock, and it's 444. 444 is all about protection energy. It's all about protection from our angels, from our guides, from the universe. It's saying you are safe. Also, I just thought something interesting. 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 3 plus 3 equals 6, and we have a 6 of Wands. Moving forward, balance in the right direction. Being able to progress without these fears holding you back. 2 5s as well. The Hermit, oh wait, is the Hermit a 5? No, the Hermit's a 9. Interesting. I don't know why I thought it was a 5. But regardless, that energy of 5 to the 6, movement forward. Oh, that's okay. So 9 is the solo journey, with the Hermit being the 9. The solo journey. But like I said, there's something about being protected, and there's something about reaching out to others that's significant for this next phase of your journey. Having help. You could have an offer of an investment come in to help you, especially if this is in regards to finances. You could have friends coming in to help you, people you've never met, or a solidifying of friendships, being like, hey, I need to reach out and talk to you about something, and finding that they are helping you significantly with whatever you were dealing with. And it's helping you to feel lighter, to feel better about life, because you're pulling this wand I want to say out of your heart, pulling it out and allowing this release energy, for sure. Okay, pile number 3. We're going to pull a Moonology card for you now as further guidance for what is next for your journey. Pile number 3, what is next for their journey? I just heard stepping into the unknown because, like I said before, a fear of the unknown, of not being able to control it. But now it feels like there's almost this acceptance and understanding that whatever happens, happens, and more accepting of the unknown, more at ease with where you're going, even if you don't have control with it. Pile number 3, please, Spirit. What is next for their journey? Thank you. Believe in the impossible, for sure. That makes total sense. Confidence is your key to success on the bottom, New Moon and Leo. The energy here feels so empowered because, like I said, pulling out the wand from the heart. Because, like I said in the premeditative energy, pile number 3, because you've released the control, because you've released the need to know the outcome, it's allowing beautiful opportunity to come in with the blue moon. It's allowing the new to come in. It's allowing change to happen. And Spirit's calling you to believe that change can happen for you. Because I almost want to say you've made it this far. Look where you've been and look where you are and look where you're going. Look where you're going. Look how bright this energy is compared to where you've been. Stepping into abundance, stepping into joy and peace and tranquility and just calmness. Also, the blue moon here is interesting because I'm almost being guided to say this is the moonstone energy of that truth, of that clarity, of that communication, because I keep getting communication is important, almost like communication with people, of voicing your needs or voicing your opinions. For maybe some of you, you're going into therapy, and this might help you. This could definitely help you. But believing in the impossible is having faith, which I feel like you almost didn't have faith before because there was such this lack mentality of not knowing how things were going to turn out. It's like, I don't have faith because it's not showing up for me now, so it's not going to show up at all. But now there's a switch around of the energy, pile number 3, a switching around, a changing of that, allowing you to believe that great things can happen for you. Seeing that you've made it this far and knowing that your life can change for the better. And the darkness is only temporary because with every night there is day. And it's going to happen for you is what I want to say. It's going to happen for you. Whatever you've been hoping, dreaming, wanting to create, whatever this lack mindset was around for a lot of you, I feel like it has to do with some type of security, a feeling of security. This is changing for you, pile number 3. It's changing for you for the better and allowing the new to come in because you've released the grip on control, especially is what I feel. Because you've released that anxiety or are releasing that anxiety. What's next on your journey is this tranquility. It is this release energy. It is this good times ahead energy. A feeling of being better. Maybe you aren't fully out of this energy yet, but you feel better about it. You feel more optimistic about your future, is what I want to say. Whew. It's deep. I'm not gonna lie, this is deep. But it's I've noticed this, it's a very collective theme going on where we are all releasing so much of what has held us back in order to make room for the new. I feel like that's exactly what you're doing, pile 3. Pile 3, please. Messages from Spirit. What is next on their journey? Bottom of deck, Courage. I felt that card was going to come out. When I was organizing these decks, I felt that card was going to come out. I knew it. Okay. So we have Love and Compassion. Ooh. Like I said, better times ahead. And there's something about connections here. I noticed that, again, another trend for the collective. Another trend for the collective is there's something about relationships with people that are being highlighted at this time. It's so interesting to see it play out in the cards and the tarot spreads as well in the collective energy. Oh, also, Spirit just called me to look at the decks again. Look at this. We have New Moon and Leo, Confidence, key to success, and Courage. Same energy. The same energy of needing to have faith, to believe, to have courage to move forward, and to not let your past hold you back. Wow. This goes to show Spirit is really with you, and they are guiding you to move forward. Love and compassion feels like having more love within yourself, not being so hard on yourself, and allowing yourself to experience more joy in life. Allowing yourself to really spend more time in joy, spend more time in those happy emotions. And for some of you, I'm getting quite literally spend money on yourself. Because, okay, so here's a little lesson I learned these past few months that I feel like could resonate with you. I've been in a state where financially I just felt this energy of lack of feeling scared to spend money, because I was like, I have to pay for bills, I have to pay for groceries. Oh my gosh, what if something happens to my car and there's an accident? Oh my gosh, like I have to have money for that. And I wasn't spending any money unless it was on those very necessity, like base material things that I needed. I wasn't spending any money on myself, not even to buy like a $2 drink from like the grocery store or whatever. Not like anything I wanted. It had to be something I needed only. Otherwise I wouldn't buy it. And I realized that by doing that, it was creating this limitation within me that I wasn't giving out energy equally to myself. I wasn't treating myself in the way that I should have been. I wasn't giving myself that kind of self-care because I was being so restrictive with my money that by not giving to myself, it felt like this blockage I was creating for myself that I can't provide for myself. So what I had to do is I had to go out one day, and this sounds terrible, but I promise it's not, and I had to spend money on myself outside of my budget. But only by doing that was I able to release this blockage within me. And I feel like for some of you, that's like that energy of give time to yourself, give compassion to yourself. And also for some of you who've been through a traumatic relationship, especially if this was what happened to you in your past and you've had to move forward from, there is someone out there for you. I want to say that, believe in the possible. There is someone out there for you who is going to give you unlimited love, unlimited compassion, unlimited kindness is what I want to say. Even if you don't want a relationship, a friendship, there is someone out there for you, I want to say. And trust they're coming in for you. Trust that they will find you because they are on your wavelength. They are on your path towards you. And they are out there. Believe in that. Believe in that, pile 3. Okay, lastly, we're going to take the astral world. Did I call these astral world? I don't know why I called them that. We were not talking about that concert on this channel. Star Codes Astral Oracle. My goodness, Star Codes Astral Oracle. Pile number 3, please. What is next on their journey? I keep hearing have faith. Like, have faith that things can turn out for you. That the people you want and the things you desire also desire you, pile 3. Pile 3, please. What is next on their journey? I just saw a flash of Aries in my mind. So Aries season could be significant. Ooh. Bottom of the deck, we have Neptune Vision. Oh my goodness. That is spiritual downloads right there. That's also Pisces energy as well, which I think is kind of significant to this reading. Okay. Pile number 3, I just want you to take a look at this. First house is all about the self. 9th house is about expansion, diving into the depths of the soul. Exploration. It can be about travel, for sure. It can be about travel. But really, it's the journey within the self, which I feel like was what you've been doing. You've been really having to analyze and look at yourself to really look at those deep, dark parts of you that you didn't want to look at. And notice how we have a world. We have a telescope here, 9th house exploration, travel within the self. And we have a world here. I just heard it's time for movement forward. It's time to get out of the stuck energy. It's time to be out of hermit mode. It's time to step into celebration with others is what I want to say. It's time for movement forward. It's time for a new start. The first house is all about the self. The first house is all about how we treat ourselves, how we see ourselves. And that's really what you've been experiencing and going through. But there's a deeper understanding now because of what you've been through. There's this deeper understanding, this deeper knowing. Significant moving forward because of this. I also feel drawn to the numbers 47 that breaks down to a 11. And then we have 12 with the 9 and 3, which breaks down to a 3. Again, another 3, expansion energy. And 11 is the number of being on the path, manifestation, having things that you thought were impossible become possible, diving into the depths of self with this 9th house energy, and having a deeper understanding of yourself now and taking that with you moving forward. Understanding how your beliefs impact you, how your mindset impacts you, and how you can really create your reality differently. Again, I'm feeling a calmness with this energy because you've taken the deep dive forward, pile number 3. Because you've taken the deep dive forward, it's allowed you to understand more of yourself, and now you're putting the focus on yourself and what makes you feel happy. But having the courage to do that is the energy you're stepping into and for what's next on your journey. You're moving forward on your boat, I want to say. You're rowing forward on it, at ease, calm with life, no longer needing to control the ocean. You're letting the ocean carry you. And I feel like things are going to turn out for you. They're really going to turn out for you in the best way possible, pile 3. Okay, pile number 3, that was your reading for what you need to know about what's next in your journey. I really hope this resonated with you. If it did, please comment down below an ocean emoji, just so I know this was your pile. And please comment down below how it resonated if you feel called to as well. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel for more pick of cards as well. And yeah, stay tuned for more. Also, please share this video if you feel called to, if you feel like it could help someone else as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon for another video. Bye.